Hey everybody, welcome to the midweek hybrid check-in. Okay, you've been doing great. I've been going to class. I've been responding. I've been looking at some people who have already put in assignments, and thank you. You're doing a great job. Now, just hold on a minute, and I'm going to switch over to this screen so we can just go ahead and go over some of the things. Once again, thank you, and welcome to the midweek check-in. Now, I wanted to mention some things that are being talked about in discussions. Now, the first thing is a banner note. And I think there's been some good discussion in there, but just to clarify, a banner note is something that can be seen by anyone in eWolf looking for a class. Okay, so that means students can see it, that means advisors can see it, it means that a chair could pull it up and read it out to a student. So this is a point of information. Now, the other thing is the students will see this prior to getting into their D2L shell. And so just to give a couple little visuals here, okay, when it comes to our information system, or I should say our information management systems that we use at Front Range Community College, think of eWolf like a portal, okay? So, this is your portal. This is how you get into other things. Okay, and this allows you to get into D2L, into Banner, and into the internet, and among other things that deal with HR. So if somebody says eWolf, they're talking about the portal that can get you to lots of other places. D2L and Banner are two distinctive things. D2L is where the class happens. Banner's where all the student information is, also where registration and a lot of the student services is. Okay, now I posted different descriptions of Banner notes, and it's an Excel spreadsheet, and there's about 500 or maybe 400 different Banner course notes on that Excel spreadsheet. Now, if you can't find the link, I want a big shout out to Stephanie. Thank you so much. Stephanie also went and posted it also. So you can go ahead and take a look at it. I'm not going to make a copy because it ends up with that many. It ends up being like 100 pages or so. So I picked two that seem typical. So this is one of them. Note, late start class, last 12 weeks of the semester, hybrid course. You should sign in on the first day of the semester, even if the hybrid course does not start until later. That might be a little bit of a problem because I don't know how many of our students who start for a 12-week course who the first day of the semester decide to look in. Now, here's another one, pretty typical. Hybrid course, it's a blend of in-class, online class, and this is one that's saying where it's located. So these were two typical ones. I know we were asked for an exemplar when it comes to a Banner course note. Eric and I reviewed basically all 400 and some course notes. We don't know exactly if there's an exemplar out there yet. In fact, we think that this hybrid training could lead to an exemplar course note being written because these course notes allow you to put in links. So you could make a video and you could put a link in there. You could also give lots of different information. And I'd like to give a shout out to Kat, who mentioned Holly's idea for the Banner note and how she's looking at exactly how she could do this with her course notes. So in discussion so far this week, great job. What I'm really seeing is a lot of social constructivism. I'm really seeing that people are putting out their own experiences and their own expertise, and your colleagues are asking questions or thinking about how exactly they could change up what they're doing a bit. So this is absolutely perfect and what we were hoping for in these discussions. Also want to say a shout out to Jen, because when she's gone into discussions, what she chose for for her unit was culturally appropriate practices. And I have to say, Jen, I think you picked one where you can really get a lot of help from your colleagues on your team. I think you have two experts there that can give you lots of ideas. And I've been looking in discussions, and Kat and Holly, you really are giving Jen lots of ideas. I pulled up this page on discussion just to let you know, because we've had a lot of good discussion about banner notes in the course note, but everybody, just because it's at the bottom, don't forget about the teaching strategies here that Eric put out. So wanted you to take a look at that. Not everybody is posted, but I'm sure you'll go ahead and post soon. The discussions are great. I love how Robert mentioned, is there a hybrid orientation? And Stephanie responded to him, and there isn't a hybrid orientation. I will tell you that I have heard back from some hybrid instructors that they suggest to their students that they take the online orientation. Now, the online orientation, it focuses on two things. It focuses on D2L tools, and also how to be a good online student, but the focus really is being a totally online student and not about how you have to treat the face-to-face and the online components equally, that you can't blow off one portion of it, that there is a transition, and that you're going to be doing active work online. There isn't that emphasis. So of course that made me think that perhaps there should also be a hybrid student orientation. So thanks, Robert, for going ahead and bringing that up. Now, in the second discussion, Eric asked, what about the teacher role in these blended learning activities? Now, posting in the blended learning activities discussion, it's not due till Sunday, and we just want an original post. You can go ahead and respond to other people, but you don't have to respond to other people yet. But just think about what Eric asked. You're putting in that activity, you're putting what do you do online, what do you do face-to-face, and what activities can you do both. And just don't forget about what the teacher role is going to go ahead and be in that. Okay, now just a quick review for the assignment dates. Want to say the hybrid planning discussion, almost everybody has posted. Great, thank you so much. People have also gone in and they're starting to give that peer feedback, and you can really see that discussion happening. A really big shout out to the team of Kat, Jen, and Holly, because they're really discussing things back and forth. And for that culturally responsive practices, I'm enjoying reading those discussion posts a lot. Now, in these posts, Eric has made the suggestion about what about a screencast in these activities or in these discussion posts. I want to say something really quickly. Feel free to put pictures, to put links to outside websites. Go ahead and put a video. If you feel like you want to do a screencast, go ahead and do a screencast. And then if you look at the very bottom of the discussions, you can see you can even leave an audio comment. And that's a 60-second audio comment. So if you want to do that, please go ahead and do that. We would love to hear. Besides reading text, we'd be very happy to listen to the audio also. And you know, podcasts, very, very popular. Okay, so by Thursday, that's tomorrow, go ahead and give feedback to a peer in that discussion post. By Friday, go ahead and in the Dropbox, go ahead and put that planning worksheet. Now, we've had about 4 people put in the planning worksheets already, and I just want to say thank you very much, because Eric and I can review those early then. Now, for Sunday, by Sunday, put that blended activities post in the discussion, and then go into quizzes and go ahead and take that muddiest point tool. Okay, we are about ready to wind up our midweek check-in. I just wanted to remind you of this, that when you come to the face-to-face session on Boulder County campus, it's in the same room. Just please go ahead and do these things. Go ahead and review the comments for the abridged hybrid planning worksheet. Eric and I would have already put them in before Monday. The next thing is we'd like you to bring this with you. please bring a printed copy of your Bridge Hybrid worksheet. And then the second thing is bring a copy of 25 words or less of the course note that you would place into Banner, because we're going to be using these things during the next face-to-face session. So I want to say thank you guys very much, and I will see you online. Goodbye.